Jacoby, Cam
Hello.
has no idea that this is actually a WOTE match and we're going 2-on-1, so he's got to try to beat both of us.
Rue and Jacoby joke that this is a woke match, but the joke's really on them because I know that I could lose to Rue single-handedly.
How you doing? You feeling good though? You feeling excited?
I'm good, ready to go, ready to kick off the season. I don't think I've played Cam one-on-one here, so this is exciting.
If the rankings going into this are anything to go by, the odds are stacked against me, but
ready to go. Let's do this.
Cam's great, you're great, everyone's great. Let's do this.
Regardless of what happens, no, Rue is a fantastic competitor. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'll try.
Hello there.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fandom Fights. I am Tim. That is Nick. Nick, how are you today?
I am Nick. You are Tim.
Yes. Great. We have a fantastic match for you today. We got Amaru Moses going up against Cameron Holzmann. Very exciting stuff. Really good players. Had good seasons last year. Rue held some belts. Did a good job in the Fandom Fights. Always done a good job. Cameron, bit of a slower year, but still a good player nonetheless. I'm looking forward to this. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Cam seems to, obviously his attention was diverted elsewhere last season, but he seems to have this pattern of like a slightly off year and then a really great comeback year. So if this is the really great comeback year, Rue is in some trouble. But anyone playing Rue is in some trouble. So let's see what happens.
Absolutely. Let's get into it, starting with round number one. Nick, how's it going to work?
Round number one is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions around Fandom Fights. Each player is going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we'll say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece. If any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number one, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get in round number one?
Why do I have to play Rue first?
Why did you have to mention his comeback here? Good luck, Cam.
Just a man.
I'm just a man. Nick, go ahead with question one.
Your first question will come in the category of criminal underworld. In Ocean's 12, shortly after arriving in Amsterdam, at what kind of location does Danny, Rusty, and Linus meet with their informant, Matsui?
I just watched this movie the other day.
Okay.
It is a movie that exists.
What's the runtime?
2.5, I think.
You're a psychopath.
It's the I've been told it's the autism. I could be wrong on that though.
The other night, Tim just named like 20 movies exact runtime.
Hands down. Let's go to Cam.
Bar
and Rue.
Wasn't it like a coffee shop?
The answer we have here is a bar/pub. So we will take Cameron's answer. I don't think we can take Rue's. But your next question is in the category of James Bond.
Oh, great. Which
James Bond film opens with a 00 agent getting killed during a training exercise at the Rock of Gibraltar?
Gibraltar, as some
sure. Oh man. I think let me say.
What?
I think you always give me and Anna the hard questions.
I didn't write this. And you know what, Tim? You got to be more confident.
You're right. I should.
If you're going to say Gibraltar, like, just don't pause. Rock of Gibraltar.
Pens down. Let's go to Rue.
I said Living Daylights.
And Cameron.
I think Black Adam's from the Rock of Gibraltar. The View to a Kill.
Rue is correct. So Rue's on the board. It is 1-1. What's next, Nick?
Your third question comes in the category of creature features. In Jurassic Park, Alan is almost crushed by a Jeep while trying to save who up in a tree? Whom? I think that's a whom.
Could be.
Save
I'm not
whom?
very good with the English language if we've not realized that at this point.
I think it's fair. I think it's like verb person. That person is whom. I think.
Rue's a teacher. He might know. I don't know.
Math teacher speaks in numbers.
I'm an English teacher and I don't know.
Down. Let's go to Cam.
Tim?
And Rue.
Tim?
Hey, that's correct. 2-2.
I knew it was one of the kids.
All right, your next question is in the category of Disney animation.
Okay.
Who voices Cookie, the expedition's chef in Atlantis: The Lost Empire?
Ooh.
I was a big fan of this one when I was a wee Tim. But it's fine now. Like I haven't seen it in a while, but the last time we watched it for trivia, I was like,
It's pretty good.
There's a lot worse you could get in that era of Disney for sure. 5,
Yeah.
4, 3,
Good for a remake, I'd say.
1. Pens down. Let's go to, I believe we're to Rue.
Said the Allstate man. Dennis Hayward.
I didn't know. Let's go to Cameron.
I had nothing.
Both are incorrect. We're looking for Jim Varney. Jim Varney.
Wrong character. Okay.
I could only think of the doctor, and I'm like, I know that's the wrong character.
There we go.
Nick, what is next?
Next question comes in the category of Galaxy Quests.
Hey, hang on.
One
hang
second.
on, Nick.
Jacoby, are you asking to be brought in or?
No, he's shaking his head no.
Okay, cool.
Unless
he
you
may just
want.
be reacting.
No. I didn't know what
Okay.
he was reacting to.
Gotcha. All right. Nick, go ahead.
Jim Barney. Your next question comes in the category of Galaxy Quests.
Okay.
During Worf's promotion ceremony in Star Trek Generations, Worf must try to jump up and grab what kind of object without falling into the water?
You're a big water fan.
Like, yeah, are you not?
Well, we just did a whole episode of the podcast where we talked about caffeine and what we drink and stuff, and you went on this rant about how you love water.
Do you not?
I like it. I drink it to live, but 5.
Correct. I would think that deserves some love.
1 depends. I don't kick back with a nice glass of water, but let's go to. But that's why I look like this. Let's go to Cameron.
Hydrate or dihydrate hat.
And Rue.
I'm still really mad. I should have known that first question from the fucking bar.
Hat is correct. Next question is coming to you in the category of Worlds of DC. Which Worlds of DC character has done the following? Been inside the White House, worn a gas mask as a disguise, and mistaken a trash can as art? I almost stumbled on that one a little bit.
It's okay. I think we need to just riddle the sentences with commas and then take them away when you put them on screen. Because the other day, Anna read a question and she was like, what happens to Boris,
5.
the animal at the zoo? And it's like,
2, 1, that's down. Rue.
I don't know why his name sounds weird right now, but Steve Trevor.
And Cameron.
Steve Trevor.
Steve Trevor is correct. We're still all tied up. What's next, Nick?
next question comes in the category of horror icons. Name both films in the Friday the 13th franchise where the only 2 characters to survive Jason's attacks are brother and sister.
You
I
have
will
some
say,
siblings.
just quick clarity, the only 2 characters, like in the film that take part in the attacks, because the whole rest of the world survives each time.
Yes.
We just don't see them.
That's correct. You've got some siblings.
And
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'll repeat this.
All right, that's going to be the first repeat for Rue.
question again. Name both films in the Friday the 13th franchise where the only two characters to survive Jason's attacks are brother and sister.
I have not met any of your siblings.
Why?
I feel
Why?
like you... Did you meet one of my sisters? I feel like you did. I don't know why that would have happened, but
Don't
feel like it
think
did.
so. Maybe. If I did and I'm not recalling, I
It was-
apologize.
well, I mean, I don't remember either, clearly.
I'm not apologizing to you, Tim.
Oh,
Everything's about you.
5, 4,
Sorry about that comment.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Rue.
I said the remake and Jason Lives.
And let's go to Cameron.
I said the final chapter and Friday the 13th, 2009.
Cameron is correct. Friday the 13th, the final chapter, and 09 is the answer. So it is
Can
5.
I bring in Jacoby?
Yes, you can.
He is right that that Tommy, in terms of at least the final chapter being right, is like Tommy Jarvis and Trish.
I just got the name wrong. That was the problem.
In that one, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I got the name of the movie wrong. That was it. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, what's next?
Your next question comes in the category of epic adventures. And Tim's going to read it.
Oh, yeah. Whoops. Epic Adventures. Your question is, in The Mummy, what is the name of the high priest who slept with Pharaoh Seti's mistress? Do you think I was going to say Pharaoh?
Heroa.
Tim knows that because it's a Bible church word.
That's accurate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Rue.
Emoten.
And Cameron.
I was worried this was too easy.
That is correct. So it is 6-5. What's next?
Your penultimate question will come in the category of Law and Order. Who plays Murtaugh's wife, Trish, in all 4 Lethal Weapon films?
You a fan of these films?
Yeah. I would love a Logan-style Lethal Weapon film. It's not that like it's post-apocalypse, but in the sense, and
they've talked about doing a 5th one. I would watch it, but I don't know. Just
but it's got to be good. It can't be like for shit. Like
5,
they got to come back.
3,
one last mission. Maybe one of them dies.
Down, or both of them. Let's go to Cameron.
This name could be completely fake, but Darlene Love
and Rue.
I'm hoping I got the right one. It's one of the two. I said Tracy Wolf.
Darlene Love
Damn it.
is correct. So Cameron hits that, widens his lead 7-5. Your final question is in the category of the Wizarding World. In Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, during a flashback, we see a student use the spell
Oskowski
on another student, which causes what specific body part of theirs to disappear?
We gotta come up with like a less obvious sign that you are about to need help.
I could prep and just read the fucking questions before we start.
Could do that.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to, that's okay. But right now our sign is
3, 2, 1. Is that really how close I get? Let's go to Rue. And Cameron.
Mouth.
That is correct. So Cameron is in the lead 8-6. Is that what you have, Nick?
That is what I have, Tim.
All right, let's get into round number 2. How's it going to work?
Round number 2 is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you like check down a multiple choice, at which point it'll only be worth 1, but be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Tim, what's on the wheel today?
On the wheel today, we have Disney Animation, Criminal Underworld, DreamWorks Animation, Creature Features, Wizarding World, Worlds of DC, Law and Order, and DC. Cameron, you're in the lead. Do you want to spin first or defer?
I didn't think I would have to make a choice. I will go second.
Okay, well then we will bring in Mr. Bancroft for Mr. Moses's first spin.
Still
Jacob,
good.
we
Check it off.
We all know Cam is actually really good at this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lands on Criminal Underworld.
I don't believe
We
that.
don't buy it for a second, Cam.
We don't.
Oh, maybe I'll be good. Maybe I'm not. You're like a champ.
Yeah.
So and you've been doing this for like 11 years. So like we know.
I
I
want
was
this.
13.
Yeah. Yep. It's a good one for you. They're at bars, not coffee shops.
Yes, true.
All right. Nick, will you go ahead and give Mr. Moses his questions in the category of Criminal Underworld?
Gladly, Rue. I'll be reading your questions in the category of Criminal Underworld. Are you prepared for them?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, your first question. Someone fakes a phone call pretending to be from the morgue in which Criminal Underworld film?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are: is it A, Fast X, B, Ocean's 8, C, Hobbs and Shaw, or D, Ocean's 11, 1960?
Ocean's 11, 1960.
That's correct for 1 point. All right, Rue, your second question. Who plays the director, the head of the Ruska Roma crime syndicate in John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum?
Angelica Houston.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your third question. In Ocean's 8, Tammy gets a temporary job at what fashion magazine before the heist?
Oh, wow. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Cosmopolitan, B, Vanity Fair, C, GQ, or D, Vogue?
I'm going to go with my gut and say Vanity Fair.
That is incorrect. Camera chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, Cosmopolitan, B, Vanity Fair, C, GQ, or D, Vogue.
Vogue.
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
That was the other.
Rue, your penultimate question. What do Mia and Brian name their firstborn son in Fast and Furious 6?
Jack.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. In John Wick, how does Marcus alert John to the fact that Perkins has snuck into his room?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. He shoots into the room with a gun.
We can accept that for 2 more points and the end of Rue's round number 2.
Damn.
All right, so Rue gets his total up to 13, but with the steals, Cameron's at 9. Is that what you have?
That's what I have, Tim.
Okay, let's bring back the wheel. This is going to be the spin for Cam. It lands on DC.
Well, I didn't watch Joker Folia Do yet because I don't want to. So I'll spin again.
Okay.
I do want to. Just every time it comes up on our random list of movies to watch, we both go, nah, we're good.
It lands on Creature Features.
Okay. We can try.
All right, Cam, I will be giving you your questions in the category of Creature Features. Are you ready?
We'll find out.
Okay, your first question. Which Creature Features film features a character being forced to give up their grenades before going on a mission? Five, 4.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, TMNT Secret of the Ooze, B, Godzilla vs. Kong, C, Jurassic World Dominion, or D, Jaws 3D.
I'll say Godzilla versus Kong.
That is incorrect. Rue, chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, TMNT Secret of the Ooze, B, Godzilla vs. Kong, C, Jurassic World Dominion, or D, Jaws 3D?
Jaws 3D.
That is correct for 1 point.
Oh, yeah, because then the grenades come back later. Yeah.
All right, Cam, your next question. Who plays Raphael in 2014's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Alan Richson.
That is correct for 2 points.
I'm like, Reacher. What's his name?
Yeah, exactly. All right, your next question. What is the name of the Kirby's missing son in Jurassic Park 3?
Eric.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. Which numeric version of the ALZ ultimately kills Franklin in Rise of the Planet of the Apes?
$113.
That is correct for 2 points and the lead. And your final question. What is the name of the company that creates Mechagodzilla in Godzilla vs. Kong?
I think I might. Yeah, I think I need to go multiple.
Okay. Your options are A, Atlas, B, Titan, C, Argo, or D, Apex.
Okay, I was Apex.
That is correct for 1 point.
I was like, I didn't know if you needed the second word or not, because I know it's like Apex Cyber Systems or something like that.
Nick, at the end of this round, I have Cam with a 2 point lead, 16-14. Is that what you have?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right, how's round number 3 going to work?
Round number 3 is going to work like this. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions that are on the Fandom Fights. Once players share the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 3? Great. Go, Tim.
All right, the first category you can bet points on is creature features. Let's get bets starting with Rue.
2.
And Cameron.
I did pretty okay at it, too.
All right, your question in the category of creature features. What is Mark, Emma, and Madison's last name in Godzilla King of the Monsters? You seen this one?
Yeah. Apart from Godzilla, who would you say is the king of the monsters?
Ellie.
I was thinking the purple thing from the movie If.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Rue.
Haven't seen these in a while. I said Meadows.
And let's go to Cameron.
Russell.
Yeah.
Russell is correct. So it is 18-12 then, Nick. Is that what you have?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right. What's the next category?
Next category that points on is Pixar.
Let's get bets starting with Cameron.
Sometimes I weirdly mess up on these, so I'll say 1.
All right. And Rue.
Gotta go 2.
Okay. Nick, what is the question?
Your question in Pixar. What is the name of the flower that Wade takes Ember underwater to see in Elemental? Excuse me.
I like this movie.
It's good. I had very low expectations going in.
Same.
So when I left, I was kind of like, oh, that was better than what I thought it was going to be. So now I don't know if I only liked it because I thought it was going to be the worst. And it wasn't.
5, 4, 3.
I'll repeat here.
Okay.
Question again. What is the name of the flower that Wade takes Ember underwater to see in Elemental? I have that as the second repeat for Rue, Tim. Is that what you have?
Yes, that is what I have as well.
Great.
Did you ever see the movie If?
No,
It's not worth your time. Don't do
it didn't look it. Didn't look.
I
good.
actually really like it.
I liked it too. It's not like God's gift to cinema.
I
but it's
enjoyed the cast. I
enjoyable.
enjoyed the director.
Yeah.
But
Five,
something I was just like,
4,
I don't know
3,
about this.
2, 1. Pens down. Pens down. Let's go to Cameron
I made my best guess and put Fire Lily.
and Rue.
It's something like this, but I don't think it is. I said Vivisantium.
And your winner, Cameron Holzmann. Both were incorrect. Rue very close though. Vivisteria was the answer.
He was real close.
He was really close. The
Like 2
repeat
syllables off.
yeah, that's a tough break there. But oh man, what a match. Nick, thoughts?
Dude, great match, and I'm like, I hope Rue doesn't take this the wrong way. I'm excited about this because this is definitely an upset, and it's our third match of the season.
Yeah,
which to me sets a nice tone that like we don't know what's going to happen the rest of the season. I think we'll see Rue back. Rue is a hard man to get down. So I think we'll see him come back stronger. Especially he's got a teams match coming up. Like he could put all his focus into that now. But at the end of the day, like I said, you can't ever count out Holzmann. I think Holzmann could be playing the best of the best, and I think Rue is among the best of the best. And Holzmann can still find a way to pull it out. Maybe it was rust. Maybe it was a little rust. Rue's attention was also diverted pretty recently, so maybe that's why. But at the end of the day, Holzmann hit where Rue missed. And while Rue was nipping at his heels the whole time, Holzmann just stayed strong. So really impressed with what Cam did today.
absolutely. Let's get into the post-match interviews and see how the players are feeling right now.
Rue didn't go your way today, but it's weird because like I'm sure you're kicking yourself for 1 or 2 questions only because you said mid-match like, oh, I'm kicking myself for that question.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, even if you hit that, like Cam was hitting stuff I never thought Cam would hit. Quite frankly, and he will hear this because he's listening. But when he spun creature features, I was like, this is where Rue's going to take over because I don't think Cam knows this category very well, and this is where it's going to flip. And it just didn't. Cam just kept hitting answers that I didn't think he knew, and I don't know if you thought he knew, but like sitting there going into a category with the mindset of like, yes, this is where I come back because I know this guy doesn't know this, and then he hits another one and hits another one. It can be hard to bounce back from. I think you did a good job bouncing back, but the questions in round 3 clearly just didn't fall in your favor. So Rue, was it the time off? Was it a little bit of rust, or do you think Cam just outplayed you today?
One, the category he just watched a bunch of movies in was on the wheel. I knew that the second he said it wasn't. I knew that was bullshit. And when he saw it, I was like, great, because I know he's actually just watched these damn films. But it's a combination of a little bit of rust and more. I chose to use my time to watch other movies, so I'm not revisiting. I don't do notes. I'm not revisiting everything, and just the stuff that came up was just stuff that I knew in the past. I don't know now because I haven't seen them in a while. The only 2 things I'm mad about is that I missed a Law and Order and an Oceans question in round 1, and it was literally a 50-50 because I was like, shit, where are they? Is it a restaurant, a bar, or a coffee shop? Because it's just enclosed. And then I was like, is it Tracy or is it Darlene? It's one of those 2. I might still be playing at this moment with that, but still, it's a long way to go. Cam got spins on movies he's watched, and on top of that, Cam is good. He's always been really good at this, like, and it proves it. So, like, I'm not too mad about it. I'll be back later. I'll be back with this man, and I can get my revenge on Cam very soon. So
That's
it's fine.
right.
Yeah, you can never keep Rue down. Rue is great. Rue is going to kick ass. I know, and he'll just come back stronger than ever. And we knew this was going to be tough. Congratulations to Cam, because he was on fire tonight, like he always is. At the start of the season, it's always kind of fun to see like what we've devoted time to, and like in the off season, and not usually it's like learning all the new categories, and then sometimes it's all the old categories that we got to go back on. But it's exciting. Rue will be back. Rue will continue to kick butt.
True that. And yeah, you've set up the nice revenge arc, because you guys will be playing Cam's team very, very shortly. So we look forward to seeing that. Rue, I still think you did a hell of a job today. And I look forward to seeing you come back with a fury, or just, as mellow as you usually are. Either way, it'll be good. Either way, it'll be pretty good. So Rue, congrats on a match well played, and we'll see you next time. Cameron Holzmann, is it an act? Are you deceiving everyone when you come in and say like, "Oh, I'm gonna lose"? And are you full of it?
So here's the thing. I want to first start by saying, Rue went, yeah, that category is on the wheel. I call bullshit. If you check my letterbox, all I have watched in the past week is every Rocky and Creed film. And as of the time we started recording this, I have 20 minutes left in The Wild Robot. And those are the only fandom films I watched for this. And I think the first Terminator. And that's it. I did not deep study creature features for this to just whip it out of nowhere. I studied earlier today. I had a few blocks today at school I was teaching where I didn't have any classes in. And I went, let's review through my notes for some of the things that were on the wheel. And I got through my creature features and my Law and Order notes, and both of those came in handy today. It's the only reason I knew Darlene Love, that's her name. I still remember it. If I had already forgotten it, that would be pretty bad. And then, yeah, it's like I make sure I keep an eye on the data, and character names were a part of that. And character names came up a couple times, both in round 2 and round 3, and got me the points I needed. Yeah, it's like maybe I'm a bit more down on myself than I necessarily legitimately am. It's maybe like partially a bit, but truly, like, Rue is fantastic. Rue has played for titles. Rue is absolutely incredible at this game. Rue has held belts. I have never held belts here. Like, so, and knowing the disparity, I think coming into this match, Rue was the number 2 ranked player, and I'm the number 14. Like, the seedings of this make it seem like it's a really uphill battle for me, but
that's exactly correct, by the way.
I got lucky in what I spun and what came up, and truly, apart from just hitting those couple things in round 1, I lucked out on everything here. Rue still played a fantastic game. Like, Rue is still absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, I didn't expect to be in this position. What happens next?
Here's what happens next, Cam. So, yes, Rue was the 2, you were the 14, but essentially so Tyler won the belt. Then we needed to find Hobby a new opponent, because we promised Hobby a contender match. So I said, let's take all the singles people from WOT, minus Scully, who retired, and minus Joe, who was the last one that Hobby played. And that leaves us with 4. Let's have them all play each other, and winner plays Hobby in a contender match. I'll be straight up, no bullshitting you. I thought we were getting Rue versus Hobby in the contender match.
I thought so too.
Which is why this is very exciting to me, Cameron, because I think you could. This could be your chance to go the distance. All you have to do that is beat the winner of Jacoby and Ryan. Then you get Hobby, and then you would get the title match. But your next step is Jacoby or Ryan Payne. Thoughts?
I have played both of them before. I have beaten both of them before. So you may expect going into that match that I will be gung-ho and confident, but I will not be. I will continue to be like, we'll see what happens. And you know what? Maybe we'll see what happens all the way to a title shot.
Sounds like a plan. Cameron, congrats on the win and a great match, and we will see you next time.
All right, Nick, another great episode of Fandom Fights. I want to thank Rue and Jacoby. Thank you to Cameron. Thank you to Nick and the other writers for writing up this match. I've been Tim. Once again, that is Nick. Have a great night. We'll see you next time.